Canelo Alvarez has entered the final week of training camp for his fight with Terence Crawford. Shane Mosley said the fight will start competitive, but size will be too much for Crawford. He added Canelo's power could catch him, though Crawford can also land clean shots.
Canelo versus Crawford coming up very soon. Who do you got for that one? How do you see it going?
It's going to be a great fight in the beginning because Crawford is a great fighter as well. I think that the size difference is going to be too much for Crawford. I think that once they start mingling and battling, I think that Canelo might be able to get Crawford. But anything can happen. I mean, Crawford can catch him on chin too. I mean, it's not like it's a for sure thing. It just seems that Canelo has speed and his power at that weight, so it's gonna be hard for Crawford to do anything, I think.
Sean Porter called it a great style clash, but not a back-and-forth fight. He said Crawford adjusts well, while Canelo usually sticks to one style, though he can adjust if needed.
I think the style contrast, I don't know if you saw the last episode, but I just think it's a beautiful style contrast. It's not the same, but it's different. It's the same, but it's different from your fight. Their style contrast is different because they don't have the same style, and it's like one is gonna clash and one is gonna get the better of the other. I don't think this fight's gonna be a back and forth situation. I think it's gonna go one way or the other.
Really? So super one-sided?
Super one-sided. I don't think that. Obviously, we know the one who has the ability to make adjustments is Crawford. We have literally never ever seen Canelo do anything else. He's not gonna sit back and catch and counter. He's not gonna come up. He's not gonna do anything different. You know what I mean? So I think if Canelo starts to do this, but yes, he does have the ability to change some things.
Sean, what about
going back the other way?
Canelo is now fine-tuning strategy, sharpening timing, and staying in peak shape before facing Crawford. Fernando Vargas Jr. said Crawford may frustrate Canelo early, but he expects Canelo to stop him around round 10 or 11.
And I just feel he could get Canelo frustrated. You've seen Canelo pick people up and just get frustrated. So I think it's going to be a tough fight, but I feel Canelo, he should stop him 10th, 11th round, in my opinion.
Why stop him?
Diego Pacheco admires both fighters. He said Crawford could win by decision, but if there's a KO, it's likely from Canelo.
What are your thoughts on that Canelo versus Crawford fight? How do you see that fight going, and what's your prediction?
That's a very, very good fight. Two great fighters. I grew up admiring them my whole life, so I'm excited for that fight. I think Crawford is a hell of a fighter. If it goes the distance, he might be able to get that decision win. But I think if there's a knockout, then it might be Canelo who's getting the knockout win. But I'm ready to watch the fight. I'm going to be a fan, a big fan that night, and just be rooting for both guys. They're both great fighters.
Canelo's sparring partner, Lawrence King, predicted a Canelo win, maybe by stoppage. He also mentioned it could end in a draw and questioned Crawford's ability with extra weight.
I think Canelo's going to win, but I tell everybody, man, as a business standpoint, I think it's going to be a draw if it goes the distance. But I see Canelo getting the stoppage. I don't think Crawford's going to carry that weight well. Even if he did put on weight, I don't think that was a good idea, especially coming up from a smaller guy. But it's going to be a great fight. Two brains in the ring. It's going to be a good fight.
Brian Norman Jr. said he is rooting for Crawford as the underdog, despite challenges like age and size. He still hopes Crawford pulls it off.
Crawford versus Canelo. Who you got and why?
I'm gonna go with Crawford simply because I love going for the underdog. He got everything going against him, and I just want to see him. He's older. He's naturally smaller. Some people say he's still a natural 140 pounder. Everything is against him. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to see a win because of all of it.
Ryan Garcia said Crawford will land shots but won't hurt Canelo. He expects Canelo's pressure to control the fight.
Crawford Canelo, Rod. Keep it a stack. This is the fight of the century. Everybody's talking.
I know.
How do you see it, man?
Man, I really see I see that Bud is gonna do good. He's gonna do good. But I don't think he's gonna win. But I do see Bud getting a lot of punches off, being able to tag Canelo with some good shots, but they have no effect. That's the thing.
Garcia added that Crawford is a great fighter, but heavy shots could matter against Canelo. He praised Crawford's ability to adjust and box at a high level.
That's the thing. I know he's going to be able to hit Canelo because I've seen Canelo in sparring where he, not that he's getting hit. Well, he is getting hit, but it's so ineffective that what he's doing is just he imposing himself too well, and I see that happening.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Crawford is a great fighter. I think he's one of the best. I just think that he's biting a little bit more than he could chew. But you never know. If anybody can do it, it could be Crawford. You know, I do see him, like, when he fights, I'm like, damn, how do you beat this guy? You know, he could do it all. He could box. He could bang. He could, you know, step on the gas when he needs to. He could, you know, he could do everything. The only thing I see is sometimes he gets cracked with some crazy ass shots. But other than that, I mean, he's really one of the most complete fighters I've seen in my life.
Robert Garcia said the size difference is a concern. He believes Crawford's speed and IQ could win him a decision, though not by knockout.
What are your thoughts on Canelo versus Crawford? Highly anticipated fight, quickly approaching.
I know a lot of people are not very excited about that fight, and they think the size difference, huge difference. But Crawford's big, man. Crawford's a very strong fighter. He's a very smart fighter also. So look, the way Canelo's been fighting his last couple of fights, where he's just looking for one punch at a time and maybe not doing enough to hurt his opponents, maybe not doing enough to finish them off. I could see Crawford pulling it off.
Decision?
I think Crawford could pull off a decision because he's fast, he's smart, and he doesn't need to run. He could stay around Canelo and just pretty much focus on winning a decision. Because I don't think he could knock out Canelo, but he could definitely win a decision.
Danny Garcia said Canelo is nearly unbeatable at 168. He believes Crawford's skills won't be enough there, and only Benavidez can really test Canelo.
At 168, I just can't see nobody beating Canelo at that weight. That's his weight. He beat everybody at the weight. Like, that's his weight. Like, that's perfect weight for Canelo. So, Canelo faced probably better competition. He's gonna be the bigger guy, stronger. So, if they fought each other right now at 168, Crawford got the skills, but I'll probably go with Canelo, cause I really can't see. Oh, besides Benavidez. That's probably the only guy that could probably beat Canelo on 168, but I can't see nobody else beating Canelo on 168. That's his weight.
Tim Bradley warned Canelo is too strong at 168. He said going straight at him is a mistake because of his toughness and power.
A little bit of me moving forward. That's what scares me about the Canelo fight, to be honest with you. Because
he ain't gonna back down. He ain't gonna back down.
No,
not.
He's not going back, and he's tough, and that's what scares me about that fight, because you don't need to be training with that bull. Like, I know you're strong, but that dude is naturally strong, and he's been at his weight class for a very long time. So he's acclimated. You're not. You don't need to be trading with this guy at all, regardless of how the fight is going.
Sebastian Fundora backed Canelo, saying the jump from 147 to 168 is huge. He thinks Canelo's experience at that weight gives him the edge.
I have Canelo. Canelo's more comfortable at 168. He's going to fight again for undisputed for a second time at 168. So this is nothing uncomfortable to him. Terence Crawford's a great fighter, and of course we're starting to see that he can probably make 168 naturally. But again, it's a different division. 147, 168, two different divisions.
Kevin Cunningham said Crawford has the skill and IQ to beat Canelo. He believes Crawford can mix aggression with smarts and has the tools to win.
Can Terence Crawford pull this off?
He definitely can. He has the ability to pull it off for sure. Now, it's going to be a tough task. You're talking about Canelo Alvarez, one of the greatest fighters ever. So I think Terence is special, and it's going to take a special fighter to move up multiple weight classes and still dominate. And I think Terence Crawford has the ability, not to say he'll dominate Canelo Alvarez, but I think he's special enough to where he can find a way to expose Canelo's flaws and pull it off. I just think he's a special enough fighter, and he's gifted enough, and he's smart enough to win a boxing match with Canelo Alvarez.
Bob Arum praised Canelo but leaned slightly toward Crawford. He said Crawford's skills could edge it, though size might decide the fight.
It's very, very hard because of the difference in weight. I would think that if I had to bet the fight, that I would bet Terence, because Terence has more skills than Canelo. But he's given away a lot of weight, a lot of real weight. So that matters. But again, Terence is a tremendously skilled fighter. So is Canelo, a very skilled fighter. But he doesn't have the same skill set as Terence does.
Jaron Boots Ennis said adding 14 pounds may slow Crawford. He warned it's unclear how Crawford will handle the weight gain.
You said how difficult is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little difficult because you got to, what do you have to put on, like an extra 14 pounds? So he might be a little slower. Or who knows, he could be faster. I don't know. Like, it's just, you got to add more weight and gain more muscle and stuff like that. Moving up in weight and things like that. So it's a little harder. But I don't know. You know, we'll see on fight night how he'll look.
Jim Lampley said Crawford can win by using speed, footwork, and combos. He stressed stamina and focus are key against Canelo.
You get out, get in, do damage, get out, and keep doing it over and over. It's an exhausting way to fight. You've got to have the conditioning to do it. But if Terence has the right conditioning, and he has never been under condition, he's always been in great shape. If Terence has the right condition and can get in and get out, oh, heck yes, he has a chance to beat Canelo Alvarez.
Bruce Carrington backed Crawford, praising his defense and footwork. He warned Crawford to watch for Canelo's right hand.
I'm going for Bud, 100%. Yeah. And I think that Bud has a huge chance of winning. His style is just, something that is going to be a huge problem for Canelo Alvarez. I feel like he has good enough feet to make Canelo have to run to him. I feel like he has good form and discipline with his defense, good enough. Because sometimes Bud, he has little lapses. But, and we've seen it in the Magomedov fight, that what I would want Bud to look out for is that dip straight right hand when he's in a southpaw stance. If that comes at him from Canelo Alvarez, because he was caught by that a few times with Magomedov. Whenever he would throw his right jab, Magomedov would duck to his right and then throw his straight right hand and catch him straight on the line. And I noticed that Canelo is pretty good with that when it comes to fighting southpaw fighters. He dropped Austin Trout with that same shot.
Carrington noted Canelo's size and power, but said if it goes the distance, Crawford could outbox him for a decision.
So it's little things that you have to look at, and then on top of that, the obvious thing, the size, how Canelo's naturally bigger than Crawford. He packs a punch. He was a champion at 175. So if he's able to affect guys at that weight class, he's able to affect guys that's, his size or smaller. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's who's going to come with the best game plan. But I feel like naturally, Bud has a chance to win for sure.
So what's the most realistic scenario you think plays out in the fight?
Bud by decision.